And we are back for day 2 of the Super Smash Bros. Tournament. Sorry about the slight delay there. It was a bit of a technical error. But now we're back, and it's time to get on to the next fight. So it looks like the next fight is between Kirby and Ganondorf. So Kirby is a very known favorite for staying on the map, while Ganondorf can hit pretty hard. So let's see how this goes. Oh, looks like that one was skipped, unfortunately. Kirby did win this, but we're going on to Sonic and Marth. Sonic was a new addition to Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And Marth, I believe Marth stayed in from Melee. He's from Fire Emblem, a game not released in the United States. And let's see how this fight goes off. Here we go. And the fight is starting. Well, looks like we have a first point going to Marth. Here we go, continuing on the fight. I'm not particularly familiar with either of these characters. Neither of them are ones that I play often. But Marth is well known for being a very powerful close-range character, whereas Sonic, in his game, is incredibly fast. Oh, here comes the Smash Ball. Let's see who gets this one first. Looks like it's going to Marth. Oh, and he used it up. And there goes Marth. All right, so that's a point each. Let's see how this goes now. Sonic is at nearly 60%, and Marth is fresh from his most recent death. Sonic is taking it down below, down to the danger zone. It seems that a lot of our competitors on this map seem to like it down here. They can deal a lot of damage out to each other, and often survive the falls. Oh, that was a very close one for Sonic, and will he make it back? He does, and dodges Marth's attack. Kicking Marth out farther along. They're both half off this platform. Oh, here comes the Smash Ball. Sonic's after it. And it looks like neither of them are getting it this time. Will either of them circle around? Oh, it's coming back. Marth has the Smash Ball. What is he going to do with it? Oh, he is getting pummeled with it. That's what he's doing with it. There he goes. A very powerful attack, taking Sonic out in one hit there. But Marth is very high up in percentage. Will he survive this encounter? This may be another round that goes to sudden death. All right. As they're fighting, Marth still hasn't been taken out, but Sonic has one piece of the gun. Oh, and he's had it taken away by Marth. Now we see some high percentages. Sonic's on the outside, getting knocked away. Can he make it back continuously enough? Oh, he makes it to the top level. Look at that. Marth trying to come up from the bottom with a good strategy. Gets his part of the weapon taken away, and Sonic has gained another piece. They're fighting at close range here. Is Sonic blasted out? No, Sonic makes it back up top. And Sonic has knocked Marth away again. Can Marth make it back, or is this going to be another point? Point Sonic. Sonic is now taking the lead. And Marth triggered a Pokeball, which Sonic fell right into. There's the third piece of the gun. Marth has it now. Sonic has the other two. How is this going to play out? If Sonic can take it from Marth, then he can get all three. Fire off a devastating attack. and put this one in the bag. We're at less than a minute left, so that would be a very solid strategy for Sonic. He still held on to the other two just fine. Oh, I see a Kirby star. But Marth seems to be avoiding that to stay low. I wonder what Marth's strategy is. He does need to get another kill in before he has a win in this game. And with just about 30 seconds left, oh, and Sonic has the cannon. And takes out Marth. Sonic now has a 2-death lead. 20 seconds left. It looks like this match may be going to Sonic. Let's see how this goes. And Sonic is just keeping it. Oh, will he go out? No, Sonic is staying in. 3 seconds left, and it looks like that's Sonic's game. Good job with Sonic there. He's won this round with one extra, I guess only one extra kill. All right, Sonic moves on in the brackets. And who is up next? Next up, we have Ike versus Pikachu. Now, Pikachu is a crowd favorite. Pikachu is well known for using his shock attacks to stun enemies and keep them at a distance, while Ike is another character well known for being a close-range fighter. Pikachu also has some devastating moves that come from above, just like that one. Unfortunately, being underground like this, that keeps him from being used. Look at that. Here comes with the stuns. And Marth has a Fire Flower. Pikachu lobbing those stuns out. Oh, and gets Marth on a turnaround. There we go. Is Pikachu going to make it back on? And he does. Pikachu is back on the field. And Marth still has that Fire Flower. Pikachu is staying in with the close range. That's something we've seen a lot here with these CPU characters. Even the ones that seem to be very well suited for long range tend to prefer close range combat. Pikachu's stun misses there entirely, but he dodges Marth's or Ike's attack. And first point goes to Pikachu. Personally, if it were me playing, I would be holding on to Pikachu and keeping Ike at a distance there. But this isn't me. What do I know? There we go. Pikachu going after the Smash Ball, and he has it. Looks like it's not going to be particularly useful up there, as all Ike has to do is stay away from the general area that Pikachu's in. All right, that didn't get much damage done. But here we go with some more close combat. A well-timed attack there. Oh, very nicely done there with Pikachu. And a jump pad. Looks like Ike is just throwing a jump pad at Pikachu. Not particularly useful. But Pikachu has Ike on the outside. Oh, now it's the other way around. We're nearly halfway through this match. Pikachu and Ike are very closely matched, although Pikachu is a point ahead. And there's another Smash Ball. Looks like Ike's going after it. Oh, and who is going to get it? Oh, Ike smashes Pikachu right out of there, but doesn't monopolize on that Smash Ball. That was a bad choice there. And Ike is getting hit like crazy. Right now they're tied up, but it looks like Ike may be out. That's another point Pikachu. Pikachu is now ahead. As Pikachu stays ahead against Ike, again, he just has to keep his distance for the next 2 minutes. Minute 49 left in the match. Pikachu is blasted high. He's got to survive for this. Ike has got to get in close, close that gap, and get some of those powerful moves. Oh, and Ike is put right to sleep by the Bell Awesome. We've got a freeze crystal. And they are staying very separate. Pikachu is staying topside, while Ike is staying below. And a good hit. Ike is up to 83% now, 97. And Pikachu calls down a shock on himself for nothing. Oh, a grapple, a couple shocks, and a throw. What is going on here? Pikachu bounced up to the top level. But Ike has grabbed an item. It looks like a Pokeball. It is a Pokeball. It's dropped down. He looks like he's got an Execute. Not an Execute. A Voltorb. There we go. Good use of shield there to block that attack. And we've got a soccer ball on the field as Pikachu spams that stun move. They are right on the edge with Pikachu on the outside, but he keeps shocking Ike just enough. Can Ike survive this? Looks like not. That's another point ahead Pikachu. With only 5 seconds left in the match, it looks like this is going to be Pikachu's game. Congratulations, Pikachu, on winning your match. This was Pikachu's game. As Pikachu progresses on to the next round, our next matchup goes to... Here we go. It's between Pokemon Trainer and Pit. Pokemon Trainer in particular does not fight himself, but calls on Pokemon to fight for him. He can be seen often in the ground or in places in other areas, throwing Pokeballs and recalling Pokemon. One of his moves allows him to change the kind of Pokemon he's thrown out, to change up moveset, weaknesses, and attack types. Right now, Squirtle is fighting Pit. With the Squirtle versus Pit fight, Pit is an angel, has the ability to fly, and has a very powerful bow. It can shoot long range. And a common strategy for using Pit is to just stand at the end of the map and lob arrows in. This allows you to stay far away from your opponent and keep them taking damage. But the CPU seems to not be doing that, favoring more melee fights again. Looks like most of that food is despawned, neither of them taking advantage of it. Squirtle up to 120%. More than double what Pit has. And Squirtle's got a Pokeball. Oh, look at that. It's going to be able to maximize its use here. Oh, that was a very powerful Surf move. And no, just throws the Pokeball right off the edge. Oh, and there's a sword in play. Squirtle has a sword. It's only taken 1% damage in the past quite a while. Yep, Ivysaur's out now. Ivysaur is a grass-type Pokemon. Again, part of the Pokemon Trainers team. Pit has found a star there. And it looks like Venusaur is using Razor Leaf as his ranged attack. Perhaps a Body Slam as well occasionally. There's some Vine Whips. Vine Whip is a very nice mid-range attack. Almost knocked off the edge, and Pit has grabbed a piece of the cannon. Trading some hefty blows here. Ivysaur is up to 167%, while Pit stays at 122. Oh, another Pokeball on the field. And it was properly used. Mostly. It looks like we have point Pit halfway through the game, and we have our first point from this whole match. Oh, Pit. Nope, Charizard and Pit each have a part of the gun. Seems like they are fighting each other to get the other's piece. Oh, Charizard now has 2 pieces. And they're fighting down below again. Oh, and the piece has fallen. No one has it anymore. Pit does have that ability to fly like that, causing him to his falling abilities or potential to be incredibly low. Pit is dealing some very nice damage. I did not catch what that item was that bounced down and around. And Pit is beating Charizard. Pit still has not had a KO yet. He's keeping Charizard at bay. Charizard also is a flying character and has the full ability to come right back from being knocked out far away. And they're back to each of them having a piece of that cannon. So let's see where this goes. Ooh, Pit has lost his part, but he still has a second part. Keeping that high damage with the melee attacks. There's a third part of the cannon again. But Charizard is knocking Pit straight up in the air. Oh, Pokemon Trainer has swapped back out to Squirtle. Maybe feeling that a higher defense and more range attacks. There we go. Could take Pit out, just like that. Again, they still have each a single part of the cannon. Oh, but Pit has grabbed a second piece. As Squirtle comes around, we are down to the last 20 seconds. And I believe it is a tied game here. Oh, and with that, Pit takes the lead. Venusaur is called out, and Pit has the cannon, claiming another quick point. Looks like this round may be going to Pit. What an impressive match. Some very high percentages there. Pit takes the lead and moves on to the next round. Look at that. Pit wins by 2, only by the grace of having that cannon right at the end. Very powerful match. A lot of damage dealt. And it's time to move on to the next fight. This one is between R.O.B and Metaknight. Metaknight is from the Kirby games, and I could not tell you where R.O.B is from. Don't have a clue. Also a brand new addition. Both of these are new additions to the Brawl game. I believe that Metaknight has some abilities similar to Kirby. Perhaps the ability to absorb enemies. And R.O.B is a robot. He does robot stuff. Oh, and we have a dog in the match. Look at that adorable little puppy. Unfortunately, we can't watch the match because there's a puppy in the way. Yes, puppy, thank you. As we can see, Metaknight has flight abilities that gives him some good sustain, especially the outside, not letting him pass. Some very powerful attacks. If he can land those and not fall off, he can get a lot of damage dealt. R.O.B seems to be able to deal mostly in short mid-range, with a couple long-range moves. Wow, what a powerful attack by R.O.B. Now R.O.B is the one on the outside. Can Metaknight keep him there? Nope, it appears not. A powerful move by Metaknight, bringing them down to the lower levels. This is where this fight gets good. Oh, looks like R.O.B is taking some hits off the edge. And R.O.B came right back up to the top. That was indeed impressive. And he makes it again. Wow, with those jet boosts, this is some very nice sustain. But that looks like first point is Metaknight's. Oh, and was that a self-destruct? That's going to be a negative point on Metaknight's end, but no point gained by R.O.B. Wow, did not expect to be seeing self-destructs on this game. Meta Knight seems to be going for the item, but R.O.B takes it. It's a Staryu. Right now, Meta Knight is ahead with 1 kill and 1 self-destruct, while R.O.B is behind with only 1 death. Meta Knight is pursuing. And it seems the cannon has not come into play whatsoever here. Oh, items used. Meta Knight is blasted away. And will this be R.O.B knocked off the edge? It could be. R.O.B is up in the air, 142%. That's some very high damage. And the damage keeps coming. 157. That's almost double Meta Knight's 84. It was a good move there, backing off from the wall grab. Oh, looks like we have another distraction item from Reset 11. Oh, Mr. Resetti. Never mind. All right. That is another point for Meta Knight. Meta Knight is now leading again. Hopefully he won't self-destruct again, knocking himself off the map. Meta Knight staying to the outside. He only has 30 seconds left to go in this whole match. Meta Knight is up to 126%. And still in the fight. All right. Meta Knight just has to keep his distance for another 5 seconds, and he's got this. And it looks like this match is going to Meta Knight. Well, congratulations, Meta Knight, as Meta Knight moves on to the next round. Looks like we have just enough time for one more match. So we're going to pull up one more. This one, we have Mr. Game & Watch versus Snake. Let's see where this goes. Both of these are new additions to this game. Mr. Game & Watch is a two-dimensional black character outlined in white. And Snake is from the Metal Gear Solid games. Snake is perhaps best known for being able to turn completely invisible by climbing inside of a box. And Mr. Game & Watch is best known for being really annoying by throwing bacon at you. There it goes with a somersault. In normal play, Mr. Game & Watch is an incredibly difficult character to read, as he moves in entirely 8-bit style animation, where he moves from one pose to the other with no transition. Makes him difficult to read. With computer characters, it might not be so difficult. Now, we're getting down into the fight. Mr. Game & Watch ahead. Oh, Mr. Game & Watch has now taken more damage and is being sent out with some spammy attacks. What do we have going on here? Oh, that was a hammer blast. And another. Can Solid Snake recover from this? It seems not. First point, Mr. Game & Watch. Snake is now up above, moving down to Game & Watch. Game & Watch still has some very high damage percentage, while Snake is staying relatively low. Mr. Game & Watch is pulling out all of his moves. There goes the bacon flipping it up in the air. Told you it was annoying, but Snake has found the first piece of the cannon. And has dealt some damage, tying up the game. 1 kill each. Oh, there goes that piece of the cannon. It's gone forever. Probably respawning up above. We can see it off there. Snake now has the piece of the cannon again. It is very important in this match that someone get another kill, because right now they're tied up. Dealing entirely in melee damage. Oh, Snake now has 2 pieces of the cannon. And has lost one. And picks it back up and lost it again. Look at that. Mr. Game & Watch now has a piece of that cannon. There goes the bacon. And Snake was able to recover, bringing himself on the inside of this fight. Finding a second piece of the cannon. All 3 are now have been claimed. And if either of these characters can grab that last piece, this round only has a minute and a half to go. Currently, Game & Watch is ahead, with Snake leading by almost 100% in damage. Snake is attempting to make it back into the inside, it seems. But it's simply taking a lot of damage. There we go. Good use of the block there. And it looks like... Oh. Snake is back in the match. Neither of them has been knocked out. Now, Snake's strategy here would be to stay far away from Game & Watch, as damage blasts him much farther than it does Game & Watch. And if he can survive just for another 30 seconds, they will go into... Oh, and there's the match. We go into overtime. Will it time out before Snake falls? And Snake has dodged that cannon. Congratulations, Snake. He now has 10 seconds to take out Mr. Game & Watch one more time before the game goes straight to Game & Watch. Looks like it's not going to happen, and that looks like it is game Mr. Game & Watch. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me on these next set of rounds for Super Smash Brothers. This tournament is run entirely by CPUs, is played by all of the CPUs, and we see winners as they go. Now, the next match is planned for Monday night at 6:30 Central, so feel free to join me there. This will be streamed on YouTube and on Facebook, and the archive of this will be found on YouTube. So thank you for joining me, and have a fantastic day.